So thanks for showing up. We're doing yoga in the chair, just grounding your feet, sitting up nice and tall, maybe closing your eyes to go inside and tuning in. See what is present for you right now. And as we use our chair today for our practice, we can think of the chair as support. I am presently working with a little shoulder issue, so it's going to support my shoulder and not bringing in as much weight bearing that we normally would do in a yoga flow class. So just see what kind of support you need for your practice, for yourself in this moment and for the day. Begin the ocean sounding breath, just a full yogic breath filtered through the throat. Slowing the breath down. This opportunity to signal the nervous system to say, hey, I've got you. We're here to do some yoga, which helps regulate the nervous system. And this is the place where we thrive, the place where we can be creative, where we feel grounded, a sense of calm, where our heart can open. The longer exhales are a beautiful signal to the nervous system that you are safe here in this moment as you take care of you in your practice and bring some nourishment, some health and goodness, not only to the body, but also to the mind and body that's interconnected. Let's offer some arm flow with our breath, our full yogic breath. Inhale, arms up, palms together, and exhale, hands to your heart. And just continue to move with your breath. Just creating some sunshine, some inner warmth for your day, for your body. And let the movement match your breath. Inhales, the arms expand, and it's like we hold space, like we're just bringing this circle of spaciousness around us. And the exhales as your hands come to heart. It's always a reminder, return to the heart space. To me, yoga is very much a heart-centered practice. Good, and just invite one more of these spacious and heart-connected breaths, leaving your hands in front of your heart. Once they arrive there again, offer a little bow to your inner heart as we set the intention. This class usually has a lot of strengthening in it, but reminding us that strength isn't just about how much we can hold. It's also about knowing when to lean on support. The chair, our breath, and the ground beneath us are all here to hold us. Take a deep breath in, sigh it out. Okay, great. Allow your eyes to flutter open. Inhale, raise your arms up. We're going to move into a little bit of a twist flow. And so as you then lower your arms, twist to your right side. And your left hand can come on the thigh, your leg, your outer leg. But maybe your hand reaches behind the chair. Maybe it hooks the chair. Just see what works for you. While your feet are grounded, while your spine is upright, take a breath in and out. Okay, inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale now to the left, arms come down, twisting to left. Okay, and again, if you like, you can hook or hold the back of the chair, the seat of the chair. See what works for you. See what works best for your shoulders and your body. Take a breath in and out. We're going to move with breath. So raising arms up, inhale, twisting to right. Exhale, raising arms, inhale, twisting to left, exhale. Just do a few more rounds on your own. Just move slowly with the breath. Always breathe in through your nose if you can. There's filtering in the nose as well as the energy centers get to be stimulated. And exhale through the nose or the mouth. I tend to blow out through my mouth quite often in my yoga practice. You can slow the breath down. Good. And after the left side, just returning then to center and bring your arms down by your sides and relax. Just working a little bit with the shoulder. This one's called Celtic cross. So let's work on the right shoulder first. Hunch it up, inhale, and then lower it down. Hunch it up, inhale, and exhale, lower it down. Hunch it up, inhale, and lower it down. Good. Okay, and then we're going to do this external rotation. So you turn, it's like you're turning your palm up, and then you're moving out like you're serving tea to your friend over here. So it's an external rotation. So just kind of have that feeling of your shoulder rolling back and then release and rolling back and release and rolling back and release. Good. And then your arm's going to dangle. This actually works better in a chair than sitting, where you pull the shoulder down and try not, like your head might go a little bit, but try not to tilt into it because you want to really get the feeling of depressing the shoulder down away from the ear. Just do it a couple, 2-3 times is good. We get a feel of it. Good. And then my favorite one is the rolling it in. So this one, you kind of turning the palm outwards. You're rolling the arm and the shoulder in. Just get a feel of that. Okay, good. So those are the 4 movements. So we're going to bring them all together. So you hunch up, you go back, serve the tea, you depress down the shoulder, and then you internally rotate it. So up, out, down, front. And then as you're doing it, instead of it just being more mechanical, step by step, do like a roll. And it's like a shoulder roll, but we're just doing one shoulder at a time here. Good, circling it around. And then we can even try and go in the other direction and circling it around. Really keep this left arm out of the way. Okay, good. And then relax for a moment and pause, both arms dangling. See if you notice a difference. Maybe your right arm feels like it's dangling longer, or maybe you just have more awareness and sensation showing up. Good. Let's do the other side. So left shoulder up and it can come down. Yeah, it's left shoulder. I'm mirroring you guys. So this is my sore shoulder. So if you come to yoga with pain, it's okay to come to yoga. Just don't cause any more pain. Now, pain is different than discomfort, and discomfort's healthy for the body. Okay, now let's try the serving tea, that kind of feeling. This does not feel good it actually comes down my arm. I'm still feeling it a little bit today, but it's getting better every day. So just kind of have this feeling of turning it, external rotation, draw it in. Just give it a try. And again, if you're like me and it's bothering you, just do a little bit less. You don't have to play full out. Good. And then we'll do the depressed one down. And again, it's natural that you kind of tilt into it, but just, try not to. And just go down. Yeah, this one I can feel it too. So it's important when we have injuries that we don't just stay stuck. Sometimes we baby the injury. I think in an acute injury, of course, baby it. But if it's prolonged, it's like we have to do something, or then you can get frozen shoulder. And then the final one, my favorite one, is the internal. So it's like you're turning your palm out in the opposite direction, the shoulder turns in. Oh, it's such a nice stretch through the back of the shoulder blade as well. Good. It's nice to isolate these movements, you know? So let's go ahead and do the flow. So up, back, down, forward. So hunch, external rotation, depress down, internal rotation. And then just try to create a flow. Circling, like the weaving the circles in a Celtic knot, and you could try it the other way around. And breathe with your flow. So just make sure you're breathing. It's almost like I like to breathe in when my shoulder comes up and around, and breathe out as I depress it down. Good. And then just have a moment to pause, to let your arms dangle, and to notice and feel. And again, if one side is tender, those sensations might show a little louder. Okay. And just paying attention to see where you need support in your practice. Take a breath in and out. Okay. So I do want to do the spinal flossing in the chair while we're here, and then we're going to do some other fun things. Um, we normally do this in table pose. It actually was created in a chair, but it was adapted to yoga by Bernie Clark to do it on the floor without a chair, because yoga normally we don't have a chair. I'm going to actually sit, I'm going to turn my chair a little bit sideways so you can kind of maybe have a little bit different view here of what I'm doing for the spine. So for the spinal flossing, we're going to be moving the spine in a sense of taking the fascia along the spine, stretching it, and then kind of drawing it in, and then stretching it and drawing it in. So the nerves don't stretch, but the nerves get stimulated via the fascial system. So you're going to take your feet, if you can, and put them under your chair. Now, I seem to have this bar here, but my feet can still tuck there a little bit. And you're going to put the tops of the feet on the floor. Now, having said that, make sure you don't get a cramp. Let's actually just do a little feet warm up. Some spirals first. Some pointed flex is good. Ooh, wake up the feet first, Nienke, before we put them into that position. Okay, and I'm not as nuanced in a chair, so I sometimes like to kind of check in and see what I'm doing here. Okay, so for this position, when your feet are tucked, your chin is also going to tuck. So you have your hands, you could hold your chair if you want that little bit of support, and just take a breath here in and out. Okay, and then we're going to lift the feet and lift the chin. Inhale. Lower the feet, tuck them under, lower the chin. Exhale. And that's it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now, this is, you can actually do this one leg at a time. So if you find it challenging to do it with both legs, just alternate one leg at a time. Okay, one more. Beautiful. And then come back to neutral. Take a pause again. Just sit, relax, and feel. Take a breath in and out. Okay, beautiful. Let's get off the chair. Okay, so for the salutation that we're going to play with, you're going to face the front of the chair. So if you need to move it so you still have a view of me, turn it around. I'm going to do it slightly sideways, just so you kind of have that sideways view of what I'm doing. And to remind myself what I was planning to do here. Okay, So we are going to do a standing sun flow. So we're not going to do as much weight bearing. The floor, like our weight bearing, is going to be on the chair instead of the floor. So hands together in front of your heart. Take a breath in and out. We'll do it just a few of these stationary flows. Inhale the rising sun, the way we would normally do in our little mini sun flow. Swan dive and come down. And you can put your hands on the chair here and then maybe bend your arms and drop your head if you're comfortable with a little bit of inversion. Also, feel free to bend your knees a bit. Then we're going to come up halfway, straighten the legs, straighten your arms, and neutralize your spine. I think this feels really good in a chair. It's very supportive. Inhale, exhale, bend again the arms, lower your head to the forward bend. Now do a chair pose where imagine you're taking your buttocks back to the seat of another chair behind you. Lift your head and chest with the neutral spine, and then you're going to lift off the chair, come all the way back up with your hands joined together, and exhale, hands to heart. So let's flow that just a few more times. So rising sun, inhale. Exhale, swan dive, forward bend, exhale with hands on the chair. Halfway up, jackknife, inhale, straight arms, neutral spine, chin to throat. Exhale, bend into the forward fold again. Sit in the chair and then lift up to the sky. Inhale to mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, rising sun. Exhale, swan dive, forward bend. Inhale, halfway up, jackknife. Exhale, forward bend. Sit in chair, lift head and chest. Come up to mountain, hands together, and exhale, hands to heart. Let's do it one more time. Rising sun. Swan dive, exhale, forward bend. Halfway up, inhale, jackknife. Exhale, forward bend. Sit in chair. Inhale, up to mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. And just take a pause here. Take a breath in and out. Okay, we're going to do some add-ons now. So rising sun, inhale. Swan dive, forward bend, exhale. Okay, let's come up halfway to that jackknife. And this is a great opportunity to do some elephant legs. So straight arms, straight legs, bend one knee a little bit, depressing the opposite foot into the ground. Inhale, switch sides, depressing the straight leg foot into the ground. And just have a little play there, going back and forth. Oh, it's such a nice stretch for the back of the legs, the Achilles, the calves, a little bit Achilles. We're going to do some other things. We'll get more into the heel, but also the hamstrings, which are at the back of your upper legs. Ooh, very nice. Elephant legs. Okay, great. All right, coming back to the neutral. And then we're going to step back our right foot. So you could even bring your left foot a little forward, take your right foot back. And we're just going to do now another stretch that's going to get you a little bit more into the lower leg, the Achilles. So it's like a lunge. We're using our chair to support I think I told you to take your right leg back, so I'm going to mirror, but your left knee will be over ankle. The left leg is bent. And your right heel is moving downwards towards the floor. Maybe it's on the floor, but don't force it. Good, and breathe and hold. Okay, then we're going to attempt here a version of the plank. You can hold the chair, you can hold the sides of the chair, whatever works. Hopefully your chair feels like it's really gripped, you're not on a slidey floor. And then finding almost like a plank pose. Ooh, this is a bit of weight bearing, so just be mindful if it doesn't feel good. Then from here, we can move into an up dog, sinking your hips down, your head up, and then you can push back into a down dog. Good, and straighten your arms. Let your ears be between your arms. Oh, I like this down dog. My heels are on the floor. It's also a nice stretch. Okay, so we took our right leg back. So now I'm going to get you to take your right leg forward. Once again, finding that delicious stretch. Now, the opposite, your left leg will be doing the stretching. Your right knee is bent over the ankle. Breathing here, breathing in and breathing out. Okay, and then we're going to step forward. So if you need to readjust your right foot, so you can float your left foot forward. Look how easy that is to float. Jackknife first, inhale. Forward bend, exhale. Sit in chair, come up to mountain, inhale. And then we're going to go back down in a swan dive to the forward bend. And then to the jackknife again, halfway up, inhale. And then back to the forward bend. Bend your knees, and this time adjust your feet as needed. We're going to lead with the left foot back first. So left foot back first. This time, putting maybe the foot on a bit of an angle, or you can do crescent lunge version of warrior. And then raise your arms. Find warrior one. Breathing in and breathing out. Holding warrior. Good. Inhale, exhale, flow back down. Find the support of the chair. Okay, then you decide how you're going to do this. If plank is okay, send the right leg back. If up dog is okay, come on the tippy toes, head up, and then maybe down dog. And down dog feels really good. I don't know if I like plank and up dog, but I definitely like my down dogs in the chair. So just hold down dog. Whoa, just kind of press the sits bones in the buttocks back. Okay, arms are straight, broaden the shoulder blades. You can still be active in your hands, pressing the fleshy part of the index fingers and thumbs down. Try and align maybe your ears with your upper arms. Nice. Yes, downward dog's feeling good this way. Okay, so now this time we sent our left foot back. So we're going to take our left foot forward to find warrior one again. Again, you find that version of warrior one that works for you. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Nice. Take one more breath. Whoa, good thing I got my wall. Got a little wobbly there, and then come back to the chair. And then we're gonna float the right foot. Look how easy it is with the chair. Bring it forward to jackknife, then to forward bend, then to chair to sit, safely coming up to mountain. Inhale, and hands to the heart. Okay, take a breath in, take a breath out. Okay, now we're going to do a second salutation now. So rising sun, inhale, swan dive, forward bend, exhale. Let's do the halfway jackknife, inhale. Good, and then the forward bend again. And then neutral spine squat. This is where we kind of bend a little bit with the neutral spine to get ready now to take the right leg back, coming into the lunge. Okay, holding the lunge again. Good. But then you might adjust your feet for this. We're going to balance on the left foot. And then we're going to take the right leg up like a tiger tail and then draw it in. Draw the knee up towards the chair and then bring the tiger tail up and then draw it in. Do that a couple more times with our tiger tail. Up and then draw it in. Okay, go back into the lunge. And this time you're going to put the foot on a full angle and You want to get a little closer to the chair with your left foot, but we're going to come into the warrior two pose. Okay, beautiful. Okay, now the reason why I want you to be a little bit closer to the chair, because we're going to use the chair for triangle. So straighten your left leg and then reach over the seat of the chair. And then as you come down, you can put your left hand into the chair and your right hand is in the sky. Maybe for me, it's fingertips. That's actually a nice grounding point. Okay, so to not overdo, you want neutral, lengthened, angled spine, not arched back or leaning forward. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, bend your front knee, come back to warrior two, and then take your left palm up, raise to the sky, exalted warrior, straighten your left leg, and then do Joan of Arc and just do like a little bit of a stretching back. Be mindful with the back, let the stretch be more from your arm, not your back. Oh, that actually feels really good. Okay, then carefully come back to warrior two. Bend your front left knee, leg. Shoulders back and down. Okay, then put your left hand on the chair again, the right arm up. Exalt. This is going to be our extended side angle. And then stretch all the way your right arm over to the back of the chair. Oh, doesn't this feel good? And we've got all that support. Okay, good. And then come back to the chair. You might need to adjust your left foot a little bit. So when you step your right foot forward, floating jackknife to forward bend, to sit in chair, and to come up to the mountain. So we can do the other side. So inhale, exhale, and swan dive down again, forward bend. Come up, jackknife, inhale. Exhale, forward bend to neutral spine squat. This time we're going to lead with the left foot back. Bring it on a full angle. Oh, wait, we got to do our tiger tails first. Okay, so you're going to kind of balance more on your right leg. The leg is bent, or just do whatever you need on the right leg to lift left foot up, tiger tail. Float it forward. Knee comes towards the seat of the chair. Lift it up, inhale. Exhale, draw it in. Do it slow motion. Good, breathing in and breathing out. One more time. Good, and then step it down, foot on the angle for warrior two. So you might want to get a little closer to the chair, by the way. So we'll be ready for triangles. Left arm comes over to the left side. Your right hand hovers above the chair. Lengthen the spine up. Roll the shoulders back. Breathe. Just steady. Find this steadiness, the strength in warrior two. Good. Straighten the right leg. Now, as you lean towards the chair, lower the right hand. If you're too far away from the chair, just shimmy a little closer. So you can put your fingers, hand, or knuckles into the chair. And then left arm can come up to the sky. And I'm actually quite surprised and amazed that I can lift my arm. If your shoulder bothers you, another beautiful way to do this is to bring your left arm behind your back. Maybe you have to try that on. Oh, I love triangle with the chair. This is fantastic. Okay, beautiful. And then bend your front knee, come back to warrior two. Take your right palm up, exalt the warrior. Straighten the right leg. And then Joan of Arc, lean back a little bit more with the arm. Breathe. Bend the right leg again, warrior two. Keep flowing the left arm up and over. Windmill warrior, or the correct term is extended side angle when you lean the left arm, hovering over the seat of the chair. Good. And then carefully come to your chair with your hands, pivot. Maybe adjust your right foot so you can float the left foot forward, jackknife, forward bend, chair, chair and chair. To mountain, inhale and hands to the heart. Good. And take a breath in and take a breath out. Okay, we've got one more to do, one salutation more to do, okay? So beginning with the rising sun again, inhale, swan dive, forward bend. If you notice that last one, I skipped the planks and up dogs. And then halfway up, inhale, exhaled, and then it's kind of, I guess it is like a chair. We're going into a chair just to get ready to lunge, and we're going to do the right foot first, just to find your lunge here. And what did I want to do in this one? This one, we're going to do a fire hydrant. So you could take your right foot off the floor, bend the leg, lift it like a fire hydrant, and do a circle. Just let your right foot circle, your right leg, right from the hip, circle around. Your left leg can be straight, just supporting you. And try it the other direction. Fire hydrant. Okay, great. Step it back on an angle for warrior two. Okay, we're going to do similar that we did on the last one to find your triangle. So we might need to shimmy a little closer. Okay, and straighten the left leg, reach, rotate the arms. Trikonasana, the triangle. Navel in and up. Really brace your core to protect your low back. The brace is in the low back too. Engage your pelvic floor. Make sure your right shoulder hasn't hunched. Okay, as we lower now the right arm down, keep the left leg straight. Pivot your back foot to come into pyramid. And you want your feet at least hip width apart here and your feet facing front. So you've got both straight legs. Okay, and you can either stay jackknife version, you can go into forward bend version if you want. Just noticing and feeling. Okay, and then we're going to try the reverse triangle. So keep your right hand on the chair, take the left arm out to the side. You can pivot your back foot too. Do what you need to with your feet. My arm's not raising that high, but that's okay. Wherever you're getting. Inhale, exhale, and lower. Good. Bend your front knee again. And how are we going to do this? Let's go back into a down dog just because I really love the down dog. I'm skipping planks and up dogs. Not today. Down dog, yummy, 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 yummy. Now, we were just working with our right foot. And so I want to attempt, I don't know if this is going to work, a pigeon on the chair. Okay. So let's lift the right foot up like we're doing a three-legged dog. And then you're going to take your right foot, your leg to the chair. Now, if this isn't going to work gracefully, I need to put my iPad down too. So you're basically going to put your right knee, lower leg on the chair. You got to figure out how this works on your chair. And if you have a hard chair, I don't know, this might not be comfortable. I've got a cushion on mine. Your knee can go to the side, your foot can go to the other side. And then you kind of play with sending your left foot back. Now you could be like on the ball of the foot, and maybe that just gives you a bit of support. Maybe you lean on the seat of the chair, rest your head if you want. You could do an upward pigeon. Just make it work for you. Some of you might even put the top of the left foot on the floor. That doesn't feel as stable for me, but I think it's going to depend on the chair and depend on our bodies. But it actually feels pretty good. It does for me anyway. If this is not feeling safe, be careful with your knees. This might not be any good for knees. Okay, now that we're here, how do we get out of here? Let's see. Okay, we could do it like that downward dog way and just take the legs back, stretch out the leg. Nice. Oh, okay, so we just worked on the right side. So let's just step our right foot forward this time. And come into warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, just take a few breaths here. Steady, and then come down to the feet. Step your left foot forward. Okay, finding jackknife to forward bend, to chair, to mountain, up. We're going to do all of that on the other side. So swan dive down. This I'm going to lead with the left. Okay, so you can take your left leg back, and this is where, first and foremost, I wanted to do you're in a lunge, but we're going to do fire hydrants. So from the lunge, just lift your left leg off the floor. So you straighten your right leg. Fire hydrant the foot out to the side. Do some circles with the whole leg from your hip joint slowly. No rush, no race. Discovering, noticing. Do less if needed. Go the other direction slowly, mindfully. Okay, excellent. And then go back into the lunge. Warrior two, come up. Find your warrior two steady. You might need to shimmy to the chair a bit. You want to be more, you want your right knee to almost be touching the edge of the chair on the right side. Okay, so then you have room to face the chair in a moment with both arms. So as you straighten the leg, find your triangle. Right hand on the chair, fingers, knuckles, hand, left arm to the sky. Steady, breathe, keep your brace, protect your low back. Good, inhale, exhale, lower the left hand. Okay, finding now pyramid. So adjust your left foot. So it's like in train tracks. Your feet are both facing the chair, but they're hip width apart. You could do jackknife here. You could rest your forearms and come down more like forward bend. And breathe. And then we'll try the reverse pyramid. So come into jackknife with a neutral spine. Take the right arm out and up. Oh, this side's so much easier. Look, I can lift the arm all the way up. Just do what you can. Make it work. Put your hand behind your back if you prefer. Oh, what a joy to have the support of a chair. I mean, it's still strengthening, but I just feel like we're not overdoing it. Okay, you get more stretch in some ways. Come back to the chair, bend the front knee. Let's come back into the warrior. I can't remember what we did next. Oh no, we went to down dog. Yes, down dog. So down dog, we're going to do our fire hydrant. So it's like a three-legged dog first. It's your left foot lifting, and then you can do your fire hydrant. No, we did the fire hydrant circles, didn't we? We're doing pigeon. So bring now your left leg to this chair. So it's your bottom leg, it's your lower leg, it's your foot to the knee. Now this is the side where my hip isn't as flexible. It's limited by the bone structure. If you can get almost like you're sitting in the chair, oh, look at that. Okay, it's working. Do whatever you need to do with your right leg, like toes. Toes could be curled, ball of the foot, support. You could do top of the foot. It's a nice top of the foot stretch, which is good for the ankle. But if it causes a cramp or you don't feel stable, don't do it. Stability. We need the stability. You could rest your forehead down. Normally, I can't do pigeon on this side. It just aggravates my hip. But It actually feels like a little bit okay. I'm actually going to just adjust my foot in a little so don't overdo it. And breathing in, Kapotasana, our pigeon. Okay, I've had enough. If you want to stay a couple more breaths, please do, but gracefully, if you can, come back maybe to a down dog, maybe to anything that feels good. If you need to stretch your leg out, if your leg needs some movement, some fire hydrants, please feel free to do that. Okay, but we're almost ready to go home here. It's the left foot forward. We'll finish just with a brief warrior one. Good. Inhale, exhale, hands to the mat, step and float to right foot forward, jackknife forward, bend, chair, and push up off the chair as you come to mountain and hands to heart. Oh, lovely. So just take a pause and notice that, feel, check in, see where you're at, see what's going on. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the aliveness. It's quite incredible what you can do with a chair, you know? So, my friends, we're going to do a balancing now with the chair, and you can always come away from the chair if needed. So, we're going to play with the crane pose. This is also known as Karate Kid. You can pick the side you're going to work with first. So, first, just you're facing your chair. In a moment, you're going to step one foot on the chair. So, don't be too close to the chair. Don't be too far away from the chair. You can adjust that as needed. But ground both feet, lengthen your spine, roll your shoulders back and down. And then when ready, you pick the supporting leg to ground and then lift the other leg and put the foot on the chair. Okay. Now in the crane, the Karate Kid, we just bring the wrists up, but we're going to do the crane pose, which is like bird feathers in flight. So inhale, wings up, exhale, wings down. Now, if you want to try and take the foot off the chair, you can do it more in a full balance style. But for whatever reason, if you want the support of the chair today, please do so. Good. Then there's another aspect of the crane called the sleeping crane. So now the sleeping crane will hinge forward, wrap arms around and under your leg, and bow your forehead down. Now, if you were to do this without the chair, you would probably fall out sooner than later. But what's nice about doing this with the chair is that you can stretch out your back. Okay, you're compressing your abdomen in the right side to the thighs. So you take some breath. Good. Where can you soften a bit more as you take the final breath here? Okay, then wake up your crane. Here we go. Lift up into Karate Kid. Take your foot off. Maybe you can hold Karate Kid or maybe you come out of it. It's all good. Okay, shake it out again. Shake out your crane feathers. Alrighty, so let's do that on the other side. Ground first, take a grounding breath. Inhale, exhale, fully out. Okay, opposite side. Still have like a drishti. Lift your other leg so the foot is on the chair. And then we'll go right into crane first. So you have your crane wings. Inhale up, floating, exhale down. And if you like, you can go just take your foot off the chair, but just know it's always there. Just that support that's always there, the ground beneath you, and the chair is a part of that ground. Okay, after the next wings come up, we'll hinge and lean forward and wrap our arms under, bow our forehead down, compress the left side of the abdomen. You can lunge a little bit into it. Just feel free to make it your own position here. Take a few deep breaths and feel the stretch through the back body. Sleeping crane. Good. And then carefully come out, come into Karate Kid. You can take your foot off the chair, maybe try to balance, or if you just naturally fall out of it, do so when needed. Shake off the feathers and pause and relax and feel. Mm. There's so much we can do with a chair. It's kind of nice. Change it up. It's like beginner's mind, just to try things new and different. Okay, lovely. So, let's move our way down for Shavasana. So for Shavasana in our chair class, my invitation, if you like, is to do legs up the chair. Now, depending on the chair, some of you might prefer to do the chair sideways. This isn't going to work on my chair because I've got this slant here, but for some people that gives you more room so your feet can dangle a little bit. They're not going to hit the back of the chair. Now, for me, my chair's got a big space here, so it's going to be fine not going on an angle. You pick the one that works best. You're going to have your heels, your calves, your lower legs supported on the chair. If you normally use a pillow, you still might want the pillow under your head. If you have a blanket, what's recommended if it's a heavier blanket, to fold it so you put it over your shins on the chair. And that can act as a little like weighting it down. And of course, if you want to add sweaters, you want an eye pillow, please get that in place. So as you get yourself nice and cozy and comfy, the settling and softening. Laying your arms down to rest. Just feeling this sense of a little bit of a waterfall in our inverted. Your legs relaxed, your feet relaxed. And just that flow of healing energy down the legs, cooling into the abdomen. Inversions are rejuvenating. Just feel this rejuvenating energy flow to your heart center, your shoulders. Bring healing into your neck and your face. And just know here that you are loved. A poem by Donna Fogg. The sense of being held is strong today, as if an invisible presence gathers me into its embrace and whispers, "You are loved." Or maybe it's love itself that holds me. The unconditional nature of the gift quiets my self-judgment, so I can simply sit and take it in. It's what I've longed for all my life, this love, and here it is, so freely given. Gratitude grows with every inhalation. So I send my thanks out into the cosmos, answering love with love, knowing it will somehow reach its destination. Just arriving here in this destination of surrender, letting go into sweet Shavasana. And so if your legs are still up the chair, just take your time to bring them down, rolling maybe to one side. And you want to stay down a little bit longer after you've been inverted. Just allow the body and the blood flow to come back to equilibrium. And just having this present pause and appreciating yourself for showing up for your practice today, or using the chair as support, and to be able to receive support. This is just as important, that we are able to ask and receive and give ourselves support, and therefore be able to support those people in our lives that need support as well, and the world. Okay, when you're ready, feel free to come up and sit up in any comfortable seat and savor. The savoring is just important to acknowledge, just acknowledge the goodness, to notice the difference. And this is important that we do this, that informs your body and your nervous system that, like, oh, yeah, I trust you. You've come again to bring me into this regulated state. And so you just say, yeah, we did this together. Take a deep breath in, sigh it out. And joining hands together in front of the heart. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. So thank you for practicing, honoring the light within you. Namaste.